What's up, guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do an unboxing on a JB4, set up the Bluetooth module, and then later we're going to do kind of a quick recap of the installation. Of course, we're going to do some performance stuff, talk about all its cool features, and why I think this is a good option for your M5. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so double check that you got the right one. I'm really impressed with their list here. You get them from quite a few different manufacturers now. So nice touch. Let's open this bad boy up. You get the little thank you for your purchase. Of course, you can have all your support stuff. Make sure you install it properly. Yeah, pretty basic stuff there. And then of course you get some nice quality JB4 stickers. I like that. Unfortunately, I don't put stickers on my M5. And then you get a key tag, which I'll definitely be rocking this. That's cool. It's all nicely stitched. I like that a lot. That will definitely go on my keychain. And really quickly, this is not included in your standard kit. This is extra. So the kit itself is $8.99 with free shipping. You do have to cover your taxes. And then this is another $149 for the basically smartphone connectivity with Bluetooth. I think this is a must in my opinion. You have your OBD connector. This will have to be plugged in as well. And then the main event, that's nice. JB4 box itself. What's it say on the back? Burger Motorsport. This product is for competition. Closed course use only. Nice. I guess that's where the Bluetooth module wire is going to come through. Of course, you get the main harness, which does have this like nice sleeve over it. This is going to be the plug for the OBD. And then this is the main harness. Now I want to talk about it really quickly. The harness itself, let's set this right here. So you do have to pay attention to the color coding. That's very important. The lengths kind of give it away a little bit as well. I'll talk about the best place to install it, but it is typically on the driver's side. There's a cover. Everything can nicely be stored in there. We'll get into that better detail in another video. So this is going to be one of your T map sensors. Let's just simply plug these bad boys in, and then you have the corresponding one for the passenger side is going to be this. Nope, where is it at? It's like brown. Just pay attention to the color coding. Where is it at? There we go. It's this longer one. Is this brown one right here. Once you connect both of these, technically you don't have to use the boost controller ones to begin with. I'm only going to plug in those two, which is only good for map 0, which is a stock tune. And then map 1 is going to be stage 1, which is where I'm going to be initially running from time to time. Most of the time when I'm daily driving, it is going to be a map 0. I think that's one of the biggest benefits of the JB4 for long-term and longevity of your motor. So you're going to have these boost controller cables that are left over. Now, the cool part and what they recommend is, let's say you have to make sure you match the right one, but let's say you have, okay, this one right here that you're not using. You can see it's the right colors, it matches. What you can actually do is plug it up into itself, and what that will allow you to do is, and of course, push it in, you hear click, then you have the lock, push that in, that's the lock. The same way to uninstall it, pull the clip out first, then pull the connector out itself. It is going to be snug, make sure that's all the way open, and then press here as well, and then pull. That's kind of a tight fit. I'm just going to leave that connected. I want to keep unplugging that. But basically, it's meant to be a snug fit. Once you lock that, what that's going to do is allow this not to get corroded, touch any metal or anything to mess with anything. This is perfectly fine. It's like this wire doesn't even exist right now. So I think that's the best way to store it. Obviously, you're going to want to do a neat wrap or roll depending on your size. And then not too much pressure with like a twist tie or a zip tie or something, somewhere where the controller is. You don't want to just run extra wires in your engine bay if you're not using them at the time. Now, the cool part is I could just undo that, undo this, and then run them where I want them. So basically for me, both of my boost controllers for now are going to be plugged into themselves just because I'm not going to be using those. So here's the other one, same exact thing. Make sure this lock is all the way out. Line it up correctly. You hear a click, just like that. Make sure it's seated all the way. And then you want to push that lock in. That way, this will not come apart. And what it'll do is keep the moisture in the water, everything at all your contact points, and preserve this connector. So those two are done. Since initially I'm only going to go up to stage 1. Now, if you want to go to stage 2, those will have to be connected. Just a point of reference really quickly. Stage 1 runs your boost, max boost for stage 1 is the factory boost. So the factory boost is only 24, max boost is only 24.44, which I think is plenty. You can still get plenty of power out of that. That's for map 0 and 1. Once you get into map 2, you're going to have to be able to take over the boost controller, which will allow it to go to a higher point of like, I think like 25.14 or something like that. I can't remember the exact numbers, but basically, even if you do go to map 2 or 3, really it doesn't exceed a crazy number. I think it's within reason. That's why this is so popular and is so solid and is a gold standard, is that it's the parameters are really safe on this. They've done tons of years of research of making sure the tune's good, that it doesn't have issues. They learned, you know, they did a lot of testing and refined it. There's always updates, firmware updates, map updates, you name it. So I think that's really amazing. That's why for me, I was originally going to do, really quickly, I was originally going to do the carbon tune, but to be honest with you, that would have been permanent. Of course, I have a 2018. I know it's unlocked. I don't have to send it out like 20 plus and up have to. I get that. There's nothing wrong if you went with that route, but this way, I can run this within safe parameters, still take care of my car, be kind to it, and down the road, if I need any repairs or anything, I can have something to fall back on by just removing this. That's all I'm going to say about that. So to be honest with you, I think this is a great route. I think the maps are great. The company's amazing. And the extra features that you get, which we'll get into a separate video. So I just wanted to make that general statement. Now, the cool part is if you get this module, they do provide a Allen key that you can use. Let's get that out because we're going to need that. That you can use for the removal of these 4 screws. Now, unfortunately, you're still going to need a Phillips. So I'm not going to use this Allen key. I'll set these screws right here for now. I'm going to use one of my tools I use for my RC stuff. It's a 2.5 millimeter. So what we're going to do is we're going to crack open this case because we have to install the Bluetooth module. Just like that. I don't know if they're captive or not. I'm just going to back them out to where it comes loose. Now you want to be careful. There is going to be a board in here. You do not want to damage that board. You will damage your JB4 and you will be screwed. That's not really a warranty thing. It does have a 5-year warranty, made in the USA. I absolutely love that. Ironic, putting a USA product on a German. But, like I said, he really knows this stuff. So, very gently wiggle that plate. One of the screws must not be all the way out. Just double check. Let me look instead of looking at the camera. That all of them are completely undone. And they should actually come out. I don't know why I didn't have them. One of them must have not have came out all the way out. There we go. 3, And then number 4, I don't know why I left them in there. Very gently separate this, just like that. You can see the cover. We'll set that right here. And then here is the board. You can actually remove it. And this is what the board looks like. You want to be very careful with these electronics. You don't want to damage anything. Now, the plug fell out when I was undoing it, so that plug will have to be removed. So we'll gently set this here. Whoops. And then we're going to get this end of it. Now, this plugs in here. I'm going to look not at the camera because I'll hate you mess up. Make sure you have it the right way. Reminds me of like an old serial port for a computer. Probably what it is. Make sure it seats all the way in. These screws are the Phillips I was talking about to hold it, to hold, see that, to hold the board together. Having a magnetic screwdriver will help, which I do have. Let's go ahead and grab that. It's over here on my side. These are galvanized screws. Will I hold? Nope. Because they're galvanized screws, so they won't rust. Of course, my magnetic screwdriver won't work. So what we're going to have to do, very gently hold both like so. Line it up. Get it started. And just tighten it up. You don't have to torque it. You don't want to damage it. Pull the board too hard. Be careful. Static electricity is not your friend. Be careful. I'm doing it on a little table over carpet. Not the best place to do this. There we go. We got that one as well. And we're just going to snug it up. Go back. Make sure that one. Double check your work. Those are both snug. Now, this is officially connected. So now it's just a matter of laying this board back in there how it's supposed to go. It goes one way. It can only fit one way. So we're going to gently line it up. Kind of see how it goes. There we go. Line it up. Make sure that's through the hole. That looks good and legit, right? Same way. We're going to look at the cover, match it up to the same shape. We're going to just slide this cover on here. Does it feel good? Oh, make sure your rubber thing doesn't get pulled out. Make sure that's good where you want that to be tight. Seems like it's closing all the way. The wire is in the hole like it's supposed to be. Yep. Now we're going to take these long screws and put them back. Now there is holes for mounting. I'm not going to be drilling into mine. I'm going to figure something out once I get in there and see what's available. Maybe there's a screw or bolt or something I can do it that way. I don't know yet about that. I haven't really, to be honest with you, I haven't looked at the manual all that much. I've done a little bit of research to make sure what I'm telling you guys is what's recommended. I know preserving the connectors is a good idea, and I double check. You can do that. It's not going to hurt anything. Wait. Is this the back side? Did the screws, one thing I just realized is, are they supposed to go? Yeah. Just realized. I did not put in, see? Caught my mistake. You can feel it if it feels right. I believe they go in like this and then tighten. Let me feel one out. So what happens if you would have did that incorrectly? That wouldn't have worked very well. And that's not it either. Is it cut out for him? Yeah, it's cut out. Hold on, I want to make sure. No, duh. These are the holes for the mounting, and these are the holes where they're cut out for the screw to go into. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just excited, not really paying attention, looking at the camera. Yep, that is the right way to do it. They won't go the other way because there is no holes on the other side. It can only be mounted one way. Don't tighten it up all the way. You want to kind of add equal pressure on all sides, just like you're tightening up a car tire. You definitely want to tighten that other one up all the way because it's going to pull on this side and make this side hard too. Make sure our rubber piece is still in there, seated all the way. I'm a human. I make mistakes. You know, I'm not perfect. Like I said, let's not over tighten that one. Let's go ahead and put these in and start them all. And it was pretty straightforward. I messed up a couple little, messed up a little bit, but nothing that damaged anything or hurt anything. It's gonna happen when I'm trying to film and do this, not as focused. Tighten that one up. I'm gonna go ahead and start tightening up. So we went from that side, we're gonna go to this side. I'll make them nice and snug. I don't want moisture, anything getting in there. Then we're gonna go to this side. Then we're gonna go to this side. That's tight. That's tight. You can strip and break these. You don't want to do that. That's tight. Last but not least, that's tight. So now we have Bluetooth module. I'm probably going to do some double-sided sticky tape. Make sure I put that somewhere. You know, like say this is on, say the JB4 is like this on the wall or on the side. Probably put the Bluetooth module somewhere in here. I'll figure it out once it's actually in that bay and kind of figure out the layout space. I do know there is a rubber grommet that you can move, or a plug can move to the side and kind of fish this up from the bottom going up to it. I know some guys use like a coat hanger or something, tape it around the end of it, kind of feed it up to it. There's different ways. I'll let you guys know the route I went and how easy it was in the installation recap. Like I said, I'm not the best installation guy or anything, but if I can do it, you guys can do it. So that's pretty much it. Now they do include, like I said, this Allen key. You'll just need a Phillips screwdriver for the screws that hold the module into the board, and then the other outer for this key will work. I'm going to throw this back in there. We will pull this out of the box. We'll need that. We'll need this. We won't be needing any of this stuff right now. So really not bad. What else can I say about this product? I've done the research. The numbers are extremely impressive. I've noticed that the 2018 had like one of the best dyno results and like testing results out of the F90, in my opinion, from the videos I've seen. The only one that beat it was the CS, which it should, obviously, for many reasons. But the dyno videos I saw, a guy literally bought a 2018, took it to the dyno, it put down 631. The lowest I've seen was 621. On the website for Burger Motor Racing, I forget what number they gave it. But I figure the discrepancy between the 31 and the 21, that 10 horsepower, could be simply the two different dynos. But the research that I've done, this chip can add quite a bit. Now, obviously, that's in the higher stage settings. So I think that's just stage 2 plus is basically what it's considered. If you do stage 2 with 93 octane, of course you have to plug up the boost controllers, you can get roughly anywhere from about 80 gain wheel. So let's say we go with 621 at 80, that's 701. If you go off of the 631 dyno, that's 711. So that's still between 701 and 711 is a huge wheel horsepower monster, right? Torque, it goes up, but I really would like that torque number lower. I know these vehicles don't like crazy amounts of torque. You can damage them. I think it's within a safe range. I know when guys, once they go so high in the torque, it can actually be bad for it. But I do know with the stage 2, with 100 octane, you get more like 150 wheel horsepower. So that is a huge difference power-wise. I don't know if I'll ever run 100 octane. It'll definitely, if I do, it'll definitely be like at a track, like a half mile or a quarter mile run. That would probably be its only purpose if I did do it. To be honest with you, 99% of the time, this will be on map 0, daily driving, taking care of it, enjoying it, of course. And then every once in a while, I know you can change this on the fly. Just throw it on map 1, do a couple pulls, really give my smiles per gallon and really enjoy it. And then if I feel like it's not enough or I want more, plug up the boost controllers. That map 2, that's gonna give me more. And if I feel really froggy, go to map 2 with, you know, 100 octane or higher map or whatever with 100 octane and get the max potential. So there's just, it's not a one-trick pony, that's for sure. You know, you have from the factory on the app, I think you have 8 maps. Or I think you can download or has 8 available maps. Depending on your model and stuff, that can obviously change what you're looking for, but it had 8 on the screen. I have to update it and everything. 8 on the screen. I know you can update the theme and the way that all the gauges and everything looks, how you can do a system check, clear codes. Just the biggest thing I think for a lot of tuners is the very good map logging. It literally shows every log you could think of. You can set it up for boost and different gears. I mean, it's literally limitless what you can do, different parameters, safety parameters. Obviously, you could remove electronic governors. In the United States, it's $155. I think you have to pay BMW a bunch of money to go like $189. You can just completely remove that. I've seen guys with 93 octane run like 206 unlocked stage 2. I don't know where they did it. And I've seen guys with 100 octane or high octane stage 2 plus or whatever hit, I think his record's like 211 or something crazy like that. I would never want to go that fast. That's very unsettling. At least not, you know, at least somewhere, maybe somewhere if you could do it, you know, and it's a legitimate place or whatever. But yeah, really crazy stuff, really impressive. It honestly tells me that they left a lot on the table. I think the fuel and injectors are monster. They're capable of easily 1,000. The turbos are capable of 1,000. Guys that go over 1,000 typically upgrade the turbos and the injectors. You know, maybe a fuel pump. Definitely the rods is number one. Balanced rods is guaranteed at 1,000 if you do that, like pretty reliably. So it's pretty insane what you can do. I mean, it depends on the motor build and there's so many factors, but to me, JB4's got it going on with their software, their hardware, easy setup, easy to plug in. Anyone can do it. If I just plug in these map T sensors and run this, you know, it's harmless. I can unplug it, remove it. It's like it was never there. It's not like an ECU tune or anything like that. It's completely different. It's easy on the vehicle. You know, they just did a phenomenal job. I can't praise this enough. To me, this makes so much sense, at least for my application. So we'll just have to see how it pans out. Now, the next video is going to be an installation recap. We'll drive it around, see how it does. Make sure you give it a chance to learn. Make sure double check all your connections, give it a chance to learn the system, even on map 0, drive around, make sure it kind of gets used to it. Then map 1, before you start doing pulls, let it, you know, learn the map and then go from there. I think it's definitely going to notice it. I did drop in K&N air filters. My air filters are getting dirty anyways, and you actually save money with these. They're lifetime, as long as you get the K&N air filter cleaner kit, the one that strips it, cleans everything off of it, and then reapply light oil is key, and that's it. So it just makes perfect sense. They're basically lifetime filters. You just got to clean them. They last a long time before you have to clean them. I know it's a pain in the butt to get the filters out of the F90. I should have did a video on that because that's how hard it is, literally. That deserved its own video. I may do that later on. I did remove the charcoal filters as well. My car was originally leased to California. They added those. I know some dealers just adds them now anyways for all of North America. I think that's silly. Those regulations are just silly in my opinion. So it's running, you know, why put K&N high flow air filters with carbon filters on as well? It makes no sense. So I removed those, did the K&Ns, and it's gonna flow good. We got the projection lights taken care of. We got the ugly looking exhaust tips taken care of. I think we're pretty solid for the spring. I'm super excited to take it down to the track, down to Edgewater, Honestly, I ran an 11 flat with a full tank of gas, drove through the water, didn't do a burnout because it's all-wheel drive, had water on the wheels, full tank of gas, and I think my coolant tank was leaking into my injectors. My injectors, come to find out, were bad. I ran a trap of like 125 at 11 flat. I was 800th of a second away from 10 seconds. So I know it can do 10 out of the box. I know the stats that everyone reviewed, the 2018, you know, 0 to 60 in 2.8, quarter mile in like 10.9 something. I know a couple of guys with stock cars have gotten 10.87. Obviously the temperature, the DA, the humidity, all the different stuff has an impact, how well the track's clean, how sticky it is. There's a lot of factors, but if you take care of these vehicles, they're just monster performance vehicles. And I think stage 1 is the sweet spot where you're not really running more boost. It's just perfect to me. And I could, you know, still have other things with the vehicle and just simply unplug this and I have to worry about that. It's just, it makes perfect sense, and it's gentle on the vehicle. Even stage 2 would be fine to run. I just, stage 2 is a little bit more in installation, and we'll show you guys and kind of get into that. There's more to it. For now, I just want to see. Stage 1 might be enough for what I'm looking for, so I just want to take it one step at a time, see how it does, and then give you guys my honest opinion. So all in all, I think from what I can tell, this is going to be pretty straightforward. We'll have to reserve all my opinions till actually testing it, not just research and videos and other people's opinions. So yeah, I'm excited to throw this on my keys and get to drive this thing hopefully soon. The weather hasn't been that great yet. It's still on the tender and covered up, but I'm sure, you know, it's already what, March 7th. Spring is right around the corner, guys. So that's gonna do it for this one. Stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have the other videos up soon, talking about the installation, the drive and everything. So yeah, there you have it. I'll see you guys.